been a minute, YouTube. Yo, it's Reflect. This is my Q&A. I asked some people on social media what they wanted to, know about me, and now I'm going to answer these questions. So let's freaking do this. So the first question, we're going to go from Twitter first, and then we're going to move on to Facebook, Discord, all the other fun stuff. But from Twitter, some dude by the name of @BenLeperMusic asked, how much Chick-fil-A do you ingest on a yearly basis? Also, can we please collab? I am a big fan. So this is a two-parter. So the first thing is Chick-fil-A, probably just an unhealthy amount. I'm really hoping Chick-fil-A sponsors me at some point in my career, because that'd be great. Specifically at Chick-fil-A, if you want to know my order, it's usually the nugget combo with a sweet tea and Chick-fil-A sauce, because you just can't go wrong with it. It's the bomb. And can we please collab? I don't know, man. Maybe like sometime in the future. I'm not too sure. All right, moving on. @GoreJohnnyGore on Twitter asks, if my porch is already painted, what kind of sealant should I use? That's a really good question. It depends on probably what kind of wood that your deck is made out of, or porch, or whatever you want to call it. I call it deck. Some people call it porch. I just don't like the word patio. I feel like that makes it sound like a small little stone grotto looking thing. Deck is like something you build with lumber. It sounds good. So, yeah, I don't know. Probably a good Google search will help you out there. So, I'm not that great with porch construction. My phone's blowing up over here. All right, next question from Vulcanron on Twitter. So here's a question that I'm sure you're going to be asked a lot, but I'm going to ask anyway. What's your favorite song? In parentheses, generic, please don't kill me. I don't necessarily have a favorite song, but my favorite bands, I can tell you, of all time. Probably Rage Against the Machine. We'll do top three. Rage Against the Machine, Queen, and August Burns Red. Specifically the Messengers album, because that album came out in a time of my life where I really needed that album and I needed to hear the message from it. So definitely those three artists. They're the bomb. What's your favorite? @Brandon_M on Twitter asks, what's your favorite song that you've ever made? My favorite song I've ever made, solo. We'll do solo, I guess. I'm not going to do collabs here because I ain't going to play favorites. I ain't that kind of guy. My favorite solo song, man, I had an absolute blast writing Horizon when I was writing it, because there's probably, I think, 7 or 8 other sessions that have that melody from the song in it, and I just couldn't really figure out where I wanted the song to go, and so I worked on that song for a really long time, and it came out kind of like that electro house, bass house kind of feel. So, I mean, Horizon's probably my favorite. I like that one a lot. That's all the ones that I have time for on Twitter, but we're gonna move on to a Discord. Scroll up here, scroll up. All right, coming back to Vulcanron on Discord. Are there any songs that you regret making in the past? The short answer to that is no, and I'm going to tell you why. You shouldn't look at your old projects or session files as mistakes or stuff that you don't like. You should view them as more stepping stones in your songwriting, career, or, however you'd want to say it. And look at those and think, man, I've progressed so much. Look how far I've come from those. It's not necessarily viewing them in a negative light, because at the time, that was the best that I could, or you could, or whoever could do. And then you've grown from there as an artist. So, yeah. Again, from Discord. How much beb could a beb if a beb could beb? There's too many variables. I'm not good at math. I may have bumped the camera, so I apologize. But that means we're moving on to Facebook questions. And Facebook questions start off with my man Jay Shep. He just asked the simple question, how many? As many as it takes. My boy William, a.k.a. Artur Nelson on Spotify. Go hit him up. I help him with production and songwriting, and we made this super cool EP that you should definitely listen to. And he asks, will you ever do a collab with Cardi B? The shorter answer is absolutely. The second answer is if I can ever get a hold of her. But yes, I would love to work with her. She's got such a cool personality. She's super cool. Let's freaking do it. Cardi B, hit me up. Come on. Travis Roberts on Facebook. Pineapple on pizza, or is it sacrilege? The short answer again is it's not sacrilege. Pineapple can go on pizza if you want to, and I enjoy pineapple on pizza. So, sorry, Gordon Ramsay. All right, next up, we got Jaden Cronin. How many bottles of champagne have you popped? Also, pineapple or pizza or no. How many bottles of champagne have you popped? So, I don't think I've ever popped an actual bottle of champagne, but I remember being a kid and, like, I think I was like 12 or something like that. I was either 11 or 12, and we were visiting my grandma up in Ohio, and we got, like, you know, just like a wine bottle, and we would, you know, shoot firecrackers out of them, as you do on the 4th of July when you're 12. So that's kind of the only champagne bottles I've popped. And it's not even champagne. I don't even know why I'm still talking. Micah Herrera, is water wet? No, water's not wet. There's plenty of other people on the internet that have videos on that, so I'll just let you watch them. Ben Lepper on Facebook. This guy just always hits me up. I don't know what it is. Let's say a local pizza restaurant starts serving the Reflect. Besides Chick-fil-A sauce, what's on it and why? Man, Chick-fil-A sauce on pizza? Y'all, pro tip for all you people, starving artists in college or high school or wherever you are. Y'all go get the Little Caesars pizza, the $5 pizza, and then go get some Chick-fil-A sauce. Have a little dip in that, especially with the crust. It's game over. But as far as the Reflect pizza goes, it'd probably be something with bacon and pineapple and maybe some like grilled chicken on top of there too. That's what I'm thinking. But I'm also more of a thin crust guy. I don't know how y'all are, but I like my thin crust. So Eric Seal, aka Asara, everywhere else. What is your overall goal with music? I guess my overall goal with music is just to have fun with it. And, you know, if other people dig the stuff, if other people dig the tunes, then awesome. And I'm glad that other people dig the tunes. So, yeah, write a lot. I don't really have a good answer for it because that's, I don't know. That's kind of a more serious question, I guess. What do you want to do with the rest of your life, man? All right, Eric Seal, how did you get introduced to electronic music? So let's rewind real quick back to 2004, okay? So 2004, there was this amazing video game that came out called Need for Speed Underground 2. And in that game, there is a song called Back on a Mission by a group called Cirrus. And I remember that my family had just got an iPod. It was my family's iPod. It wasn't anyone's iPod. It was the family's iPod. And my parents, when I was a kid, let me download one song a month kind of thing. And I remember going onto the iTunes store and searching for, the Back on a Mission Cirrus song because I really wanted to download it. And I came to the EP that it was on, and there was a remix of it by a guy called AK-1200, who's a drum and bass god from, he's always been doing this. He's always been present in the scene. He's a fantastic producer. And I heard that, and that was the first time I heard drum and bass. I think I was like in about 5th grade or so, and that was like, whoa, one dude did this? That's so crazy to me. And then after that, I heard Robot Rock by Daft Punk and saw the music video. And I mean, what's cooler when you're a kid when you see two dudes in robot suits making sweet music? So those two songs right there were kind of how I got introduced to it. So I was pretty into drum and bass throughout middle school, and then high school hit, and my buddy Eric showed me Excision's Shambhala 2008 mix when it came out, because we were on YouTube one night, and we were just super interested in dubstep because we hadn't heard of it before, and we found this one video of this guy dancing to it, I think in his garage or an empty room in his house, and he was dancing to the Shambhala 2008 mix. And so we found that and listened to the entire thing like that night that we found it, and it completely kind of changed everything for me. So Excision, if you're watching this, man, I went to college because of you and graduated, so thanks for the motivation. Appreciate it. Let's see. John Milner on Facebook. When will you accept that the earth is flat? Never. Nick Pickle on Facebook asks, how do you keep your hair so gloriously golden? Well, it's not golden anymore, man. We got the purple going on this time. But the answer is, have the best hairstylist in the world. Ricky Puckett on Facebook. Do you know the way? And that does it for Facebook, y'all. And that'll do it for the Q&A for now. I know that I didn't get to all the questions, but I just wanted to make this video a little bit short, you know, just to you know, be able to put something out. But yeah, that's all the time I have today. But I got the film setup going on. I'm going to film some more stuff today. And just, I want to, you know, ask y'all a question real quick. What would you like to see from me? I really do want to know, you know, is it, you know, sound design tutorials? Is it walking through on how I wrote certain songs? Or, you know, it could be a little more general, you know, whatever you'd want to know. So drop a comment if you have another question for me, and if it's definitely worthy of making another video about, then I will. So, y'all, it's been real. Talk to you later. Love you. Bye. I'll see you later. Okay, bye.